Soul Reaper is one of the most complicated progression in the game. Type Soul is not just a Bleach game, but it has a unique progression which forces you to fight other players. Well, today, I will be guiding you towards your Soul Reaper progression in the best way, simple and in-depth guide so that you can make Ichigo be proud of you. If you want to get help from your progression, feel free to join my Discord server. Also, please consider subscribing because it's free and you can be part of this 8% gang. Now let's get started. To get started, unlock first your flash step and your desired skill tree to progress smoothly as a trainee. From trainee until grade 3, you only have to do missions XP by doing mission boards. Look around in the Soul Society, then create a party so that you can do missions. But don't worry, most of the missions are so close to mission boards, unless you get unlucky by this non-hollow mission. Once you reach grade 3, you have to get the division XP and the mission XP. To get the division XP, first you have to press the comma button on your keyboard to give you a waypoint to where all the divisions are. But Chrisu, what is the easiest division to get? Well, the answer for that is the division 5. Why? Because the missions there is just going to the Karakura town and clear a bunch of hollows, which is very simple. To find your division board in Karakura, just head to the brown part of the Karakura and find the white warehouse. Then here you can start collecting your division XP. Remember that the division doesn't influence your stats, meaning it doesn't matter on what division it is. Now let's stop for now because you won't be able to rank up beyond grade 2 unless you defeat your Shikai. To defeat your Shikai, you must meditate 3 times for 5 to 7 minutes, and every time your meditation is done, your character should automatically stand up. And also, you must know what kind of whisper does your Shikai spirit says, because there are 6 kind of Shikai spirits and they all have different kind of tasks to do. I will be flashing up on the screen on what kind of task does your Shikai spirit give. For the hateful one, chaotic, pure, vengeful, squeamish, kind-hearted. Once you are done with your Shikai tasks, get yourself to the safe spot and do the meditation. You will be teleported to your inner world and you have to talk to the Shikai boss and you have to defeat it. This boss has so much HP and it's quite hard to defeat. My technique for this is just to keep holding S, flash step away. When the boss flash step towards you, immediately press R to use your crit, then repeat. But as long as you have patience to this boss, you're most likely to win. Trust me. After beating your Shikai, congratulations! You are now able to use your element in Shikai sword by pressing J, and things are now getting exciting. In this mid-game, you should obtain your Vizard first. To obtain your Vizard, you must get 10 Hogyukyo fragments and then consume it. After you consume it, go to Wakamundo and look around for your Vizard NPC and grip it. After you grip it, you can finally see your Vizard bar. Fill it up by attacking players, then press K to activate your mask. But wait, Ichigo didn't master his Vizard instantly in the anime, so you must do the same. In your screen, you will see the whispers of your hollow and it will give you hints on what you need to master. Number 1. Win 3 Karakura or Weko raids with your mask on. Number 2. Grip 20 Soul Reapers of any grade. Number 3. Grip NPC 15 times in Shikai word. Once you have mastered your Vizard, this will give you buffs instead of debuffs. This makes your Soul Reaper much better than without Vizard. But wait! Using your True Hug will get you to unlock your True Vizard, the most powerful mod that can even surpass the True Bastukar. In True Bastukar, you can only get 1 buff, but in True Vizard, you can get 3 buffs, which is crazy, bro. Just imagine if you pop up your Vizard on PvP. Like, oh my god, it's over. And these are the passive of the Vizard. You heal during fights, makes your Reatsu regen faster, you are slightly faster, 10% damage boost, and 10% defense boost. Now let's head straight to the Bankai progression. Soul Reaper have 4 stages which is more painful than the Hollow and Quincy. Stage 1. Get to the elite grade and win 13 raids. Stage 2. Go to your Shikai world and keep interacting with your Shikai NPC. This will give you hints on what you need to fulfill. But basically, you just need to kill 1 Bawa, 80 Hollows, and 15 elite grade opposition grips without dying. If you die, your progress in stage 2 will reset. If you wanna find Bawa in the fastest way, just Just look for the Wakamondo server that is exactly 40 minutes or combined 40 minutes. If you wanna know if you have killed Bawa, just check your money if it is increased. And for the 80 hollow kills, I recommend you to go to Soul Society and do missions there. It is much safer and you can increase the hollow count when you party with your friends. And lastly, for the 15 elite grapes, I recommend getting your friend to help you so that you can progress faster. Guys, if you wanna do this safely, just follow the steps. The first step is killing the Bawa purse, get 80 hollow kills, and then 15 elite grade creeps. I'm pretty sure these steps will help you to reduce your exposure from getting killed. Once you have completed, go to Kisuke and talk to him. After that, he will send you to his basement filled with some pakuto. Your mission is to find 3 right swords. Remember that you can only have 2 mistakes. If you go wrong, it will give you a hint to other swords. Remember that the hint is very straightforward, so always follow the exact direction it goes. My technique for this is to click up the closest sword as a start because it is much easier to track the hint of the sword once you have successfully get the first sword. The pattern for this is there's like 2 closest and 1 is the farthest. It will depend on what you will get next. Just remember, this technique just increases your chances to get the sword, but remember, all of the right sword are all randomized. If you fail to find 3, you can always retry by waiting 30 minutes or grip your opposite faction. Once you have completed this, you are so close to becoming one with your blade. Now for the stage 3. Go to your Shikai world and talk to your spirit. There, he will challenge you to a duel depending on what your element is. Remember, this boss is very hard to beat, but don't worry, I'm here to save your day. I have prepared a technique for you that can work in any type of Bankai. First, you must have katana as your weapon because the crit is very fast. This crit is gonna be useful on what we're going to. Second step, you must roll for the twin blade because the Bankai crit of the twin blade is a counter. So you can just hold F and the boss will crit you, but it will just end up doing a counter. This gives you a chance to stun him long enough for you to escape. The third step is optional. Use a blue pill and go for the full speed. Then use the fast bang, waterfall dance, time cut, and floating strikes. This is very important because the playstyle you are going to do is always flash stepping away, and then crit when he gets close. After stunning him, you can use one of your speed moves and then do it over again. And also, if you have mastered Vizard, I recommend activating it. This will boost you up and you can beat it more faster. Although, it is still possible to beat your Bankai without Vizard. But in case you lose on your Bankai fight, you can always reset the cooldown by gripping or wait another 30 minutes. And now, after your countless defeat against your Bankai boss, just interact with it and this is it. The blade is you. Bankai. Now that you have finally mastered your full potential as a Soul Reaper, you got your Shikai, True Vizard, and your Bankai, you can finally cook everyone now. If you find this guide helpful, why don't you hit the subscribe button and please let me know on the chat if you want more like this because your comment does motivate me a lot. And also join my Discord clan server or else Los Lunas will hunt you. Stay epic guys, ciao!